The NFL EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Black 20.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Show that bench release and go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Alert, alert.
48, Mike. 48, Mike.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Buying, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Corner. Let's go.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Steelers 0.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry for James Conner. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Block 80! Easy.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Black 80!
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
Check 55, Mike. Hey. Man, I got you.
Throwing again, Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Keep going, keep running, man.
To the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Ravens 14, Steelers 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
On second down now. It's Connor, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
James Conner, the ball carrier. Matt Judon there on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
First and 10.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On second down, Samuels. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's our time.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's a depth.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 62 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. They'll try and run it here. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 27, Steelers 12.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Ready? Flag 20. 58's the mic. Jack 15. Man left, man left. 4 down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you get a battle on your hands.
Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
25 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Let's go, let's go.
The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Jackson from the shotgun.
Right here, right here.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Go on.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The 20-yard line.
On first and 10 is Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
9 brings up second and a yard.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 27.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Get in the weight room.
They'll run here with Connor. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
One who brought him down.
Get him, boys.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up
second down and goal. Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Double tight.
Quarter.
We got 4.
Now Roethlisberger, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On second down, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
You must be dreaming.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
Quit talking about it. Snickers, 66.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Time to go, night.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Onward.
My God, 55. What we got?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Jackson to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Throwing now is Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rolling to his left, and now he'll let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Dez Bryant. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
180. Red alert.
I got him. 48.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.